Hello family, this is Crystal and welcome to my channel. This is Live on Purpose. I just wanted to say hello, and if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I just want to dive into the word. I have a word for you today. This word was given to me, I think back in June. I had some dental work done and I attempted to record that word then, but it did not come out right due to the fact that my mouth was swollen. So, but the Father has pressed it upon me to please put this word out. He's like, I need you to get this word out. This is very important. And so I'm going to go ahead and to deliver this word. So the word, and I have my notes here. The word for today is the 23rd of August, 2021. Okay, the word today is, who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to forgive? The word is coming from Matthew 18, verses 23 through 35. This is from the parable of the unforgiving servant. If you remember the story, the Lord, there was a Lord and a servant. The parable is speaking about the Lord and a servant. The servant owed the Lord, I think it was over 10,000 talents or something like that. And he couldn't pay the debt. So the Lord said to him, well, then you need to sell your wife and your children until you are able to pay your debt. So the servant is begging and pleading to the Lord to forgive him and to be patient with him. And so the Lord had compassion and forgave him of his debt. Then that same servant turned around, went out in the street and saw, we'll call him Ray, and realized Ray owed him some money. And so he went up to Ray and he's like, you owe me such and such and da-da-da-da-da. And so he was going after him about what he owed him and wanted to punish him for it. And he did punish him for it. So when the Lord heard that, he was vexed with the servant. And he went to him and he called to him and he said, didn't I not just forgive you of the what you had owed me? He's like, you could have lost your entire family for the debt that you owed me, and you couldn't forgive your fellow servant. So he was very angry at him, and that the fact that he didn't forgive him, and he was thrown into prison for that. So the Father is asking you, who have you not forgiven? Who have you not forgiven? Because of the time that is now, that time is winding up, it is very important that we tie up loose ends. It's very important that we settle all of our scores here on earth. If we have non-forgiveness in our heart, it's just like that servant to the Lord. Because our Father in heaven has forgiven us time and time and time again of our many debts. And who are we to hold it against someone else? Because the word says that you are to forgive your fellow man 7 times 70. That's 490 times. Now, think about it. If you had to forgive somebody 490 times, number one, you're not learning a lesson over the first, let's say, 100 times that this person is doing you wrong. So you need to rethink of the interaction that you're having with that person, okay? But in other cases where I want to check in on you, because I understand that things happen to us in life that we don't have control over. Other people have wronged us. other people have done things to us, betrayed us, abused us, used us, cast us aside. And we're still 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years harboring unforgiveness in our soul towards that person. Now, I'm going to get a little deep on you. So let you understand something. The person that hurt you was probably hurt too themselves by someone else. That person had a soul that was not complete. So therefore, that person did not know how to find value in themselves, and they didn't know how to find value in you. So therefore, they hurt you. And I know how deep these hurts can be. This could be your mother. This could be your father. This could be your best friend. This could be your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. This could be a business partner. This could be a deal gone wrong that has caused someone else to have a hole in their soul that they have not properly healed from, that something has happened to them that has caused them to mistreat you, that has caused them to misjudge the character that you are. They did not know what they were doing. Just like Christ said to those who were abused, beaten, misused him as he was dying, he looked down and asked the Father to forgive them because they did not know what they were doing. They did not know that they were hurting, harming, abusing their own salvation. They had no idea. So therefore, the person in your life didn't see the light in you. They didn't know the potential you were going to grow up to be. Therefore, the enemy, because of the soul that was lost in them, the enemy jumped in to that soul as a young child, because that's probably where they were hurt from. Jumped into that soul, caused a scar to grow up with them. Therefore, they turned around and they became a stronghold against you, not knowing that you had the light of the Father inside of you. But it also makes you a target. Because of the light of Jesus Christ that you have in you, you are carrying the cross just like he did. So therefore, that person crucified you just like our Savior was. That person abused you, mistreated you, treated you badly, hurt you, harmed you. I know the pain. Trust me. If I can be a little transparent with you, as a small child at 6 years old, I was sexually harassed. 6 years old. Child was not supposed to be exposed to a male genitalia. Then at 18, I was raped. Then constantly in bad relationships with men, thinking that that is how you are supposed to keep a man. Constantly used and abused by men, treated badly. And I had a list of people who hurt, used, and abused me. And I had to get to the point because the Father spoke to me. He said, Crystal, my daughter, you let me handle them, but I need you to turn them loose and forgive them. He caused me to see that inside of them was a dark soul that had not been healed. Now that took a lot of prayer and fasting, because some of the pain that these people had done to me, sister from Baltimore did not want to just forgive them. Okay? So I had to, in order to release my soul and heal and move on to what the Father had in store for me. See, because they are purpose killers. Because it's not them, it's the spirit that is attached to them that is coming after you. It's the spirit. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. It's the spirit that's coming after you. That spirit sees your light. That spirit knows that you are the light of the Father. So that spirit's coming after you. So your job now is to let that pain go. Whoever has done anything to you, no matter how heinous it is, you've got to release them, because it's only hurting you and it's keeping you separated from the Father. Because when he comes back for his church without a spot or wrinkle, you can't take unforgiveness with you. It's just like we're taking flight and there's no carry on. Unforgiveness, hatred, strongholds, things like that. Those are carry-on luggage that you can't take on the flight to the kingdom. So the Father is asking you, who have you not forgiven? You've got to let it go. You've got to let them go and release them. And sometimes these people may not even be alive anymore. But you've got to say, whoever it is, say mama, daddy, brother, whoever, uncle, whoever did anything to you, I'm releasing you. I'm forgiving you and I'm letting you go. Speak it into the atmosphere to release that darkness off of you. Let it drop and drain off of you so that you can be free and you can be healed and that you can mend your relationship closer to the Father. Who have you not forgiven? Forgive them. If that person is still here and you can go to them and say, hey, you know what? This and that happened to me. I know you did it, but I gotta let you go. I forgive you. Move on. Doesn't say make them your friend. Doesn't say put them back in your circle, because that's toxic environment. If you can do so, do it. But if you can't keep them in your circle because it's too much pain, he didn't say you had to be friends with them. He didn't say you had to call them over to the family dinner. He said forgive them, for they knew not what they were doing to you. Spiritually, they knew what they were doing to you physically. They knew it was wrong. They knew it was wrong. They didn't know why they were doing it. And then pray for them and move on. Get on with your life. Get on with your purpose. Live on purpose. Be blessed. Most High's people. He wants you to be free. You take care, and I'll see you when I release again. Bye.